Ever catch your reflection after like hours hunched over your computer or phone, and you're like, ugh, do I really stand like that?
It's like the modern-day posture struggle is real.
Totally. But what if we could actually retrain our bodies to have that strength and grace we're craving?
Sign me up.
Right. Well, that's what we're diving into today with Pilates expert Rebecca Dadone. She's not just an instructor, by the way. She founded Pilates Prescription, specializes in back pain, even had a 12-week program called the Back Lab.
Oh, wow, so she really knows her stuff.
Exactly. We're breaking down 3 of her top exercises for a stronger back. Get ready to take notes.
I'm ready. What I find so interesting about Rebecca's approach is she gets how demanding modern life is. Like so many of us are battling the effects of desk jobs, constantly on our phones.
It's not just about looking good, it's about fixing the pain and stiffness from those habits.
And that's where building that deep intrinsic strength comes in, right?
Absolutely. It's supporting good posture from the inside out.
Which is exactly what Rebecca emphasizes, that low-impact back strengthening. You're working those key muscles without killing your joints.
Which is crucial for avoiding injuries long term.
For sure.
So think about it. You're probably feeling the effects of too much sitting rounded shoulders, tight hips.
Oh, tell me about it.
These exercises target that head on.
Okay, I'm liking where this is going. Hit me with exercise number 1.
First up, we've got the DART. Rebecca calls it anti-aging for your spine.
Okay, I love that. Speaks to, like, everyone's desire to feel that youthful mobility, but what makes it so great?
It's brilliant because it's simple, a bodyweight back extension. So lying face down, you're engaging your entire posterior chains, upper back, lower back, glutes, even shoulders get involved.
So it's not just strengthening, it's creating length too, right?
Precisely. It's all about counteracting that forward slump we get stuck in.
And by strengthening those erector spinae muscles, it's like having better guy wires for your spine.
Exactly. And that feeling of length you get from the DART, that's key for our next exercise, taking spinal mobility up a notch with the side-lying arm opener.
Okay, even the name sounds relaxing.
Right. And it really is all about gentle spinal twists, what's called thoracic rotation, encouraging your upper back to actually move the way it's designed to.
It's like giving your spine permission to stretch and breathe.
Exactly. And while you're at it, you're opening up your chest, shoulders, even the sides of your body.
Ultimate feel-good move, just like Rebecca said.
Okay, I'm sold. But what about needing a little extra support during that side-lying arm opener? Sometimes my hips need a little coaxing.
Rebecca's gotcha. She even suggests a cushion between your knees for support. It's that attention to individual needs, you know? Not just pushing through, but listening to what your body needs.
Love that. All right, bring on the final exercise, the tabletop arm and leg raise, aka the bird dog. This one sounds a bit more active.
You could say that. The first 2 were more targeted strengthening and stretching, right? Bird dog brings it all together, full body engagement for stability and coordination.
That's where the full body integration comes in. So tell me, why does that matter?
Okay, picture it. You're on all fours, lifting one arm and the opposite leg. That requires serious core strength just to stay balanced.
It's not just your back working anymore, it's everything working together.
And Rebecca even suggests trying different arm and leg variations to keep it interesting, or even going into a plank.
Wow, next level stuff. But you know what they say, with great power comes great responsibility. And here, that means not messing up these exercises.
Because we've all been there.
So before we go full Pilates Pro, let's talk about what not to do. What's mistake number 1?
Let's start with core engagement, or rather, what people think core engagement is.
Ooh, I'm guilty. Core to me meant abs. Tell me I'm not alone.
Oh, you're in good company. People think it's all about the six-pack, but it's way more than that. Think of it like a cylinder.
Okay, so not just crunches till you drop.
Not quite. You got your abs at the front, spinal muscles in the back, pelvic floor at the base, and your diaphragm, that breathing muscle, up top.
It's like a whole team working behind the scenes.
Exactly. And like any good team, everyone's got a role. So core engagement is activating that entire system, not just one part.
So how do we actually do that? Activate this whole core cylinder the right way?
That's where those low-impact controlled Pilates movements are key.
Yeah.
It's not just going through the motions, you're feeling those deep muscles engage with every move.
It's that mind-body connection Pilates is known for.
Absolutely. And that brings us to our next common mistake. Breathing.
Oh, breathing. Easy to forget when you're focused on exercise itself. But what makes it so important in Pilates?
Well, remember that core cylinder. Your diaphragm is a major player. Breathing well actually enhances that engagement. Plus, it helps with your control and flow throughout the exercises.
So it's like breathing to enhance the technique, not just to, stay alive during it.
Exactly. It goes even deeper, though. The way we breathe actually affects our posture and spinal alignment.
Okay, now I need to hear more.
Think about it stressed or sitting a lot. You tend towards those shallow chest breaths. They can tighten your chest and shoulder muscles, adding to that hunched posture.
So how do we break the cycle? What's the right way to breathe during these Pilates exercises?
Rebecca's big on lateral breathing or rib cage breathing. Inhale, you want to feel that rib cage expand sideways, like filling a balloon around your waist. And when you exhale, that's when you engage those abs, drawing your navel in towards your spine.
It's like a controlled expansion and contraction massaging your insides with each breath.
I love that. It's about effort and ease, strength and flexibility all in balance.
Mind blown. Okay, what's the final mistake we need to dodge?
This one's about form and stability, which ties everything together. We've got the core and breath down. But without good form and stability, you're not getting the full benefit.
Break it down for me. What's the key to form and stability in Pilates, and why is it so crucial?
Many Pilates exercises revolve around a neutral pelvis, basically finding that sweet spot where your spine is in its natural alignment.
Neutral pelvis. Got it. But how do you even find that? And once you do, how do you keep it while doing all these moves?
Imagine your pelvis is like a bowl of water. Neutral means keeping that bowl level, not spilling forward or back. Protects your spine while you move.
Okay, that makes sense, but sounds hard to maintain.
It is. That's where stability comes in. Engaging the right muscles to support that neutral spine. No extra movement.
So give me an example. How does this work with, say, the tabletop leg raise?
Let's see. You're on all fours, lifting one leg back, right? Key is your torso stays still, almost frozen. Only your hip joint is working to lift the leg.
So precision and control are key. The right muscles working while protecting the spine.
Exactly. Moving with intention, not just going through the motions.
I'm realizing Pilates is more than just a workout. It's like a moving meditation. You're so present in every little detail.
That's a great way to put it. And that's where those aha moments happen, when you realize your body is this one integrated system.
Like we've been handed the keys to the kingdom, but the real magic's when we actually use them.
I love that analogy. And remember what Rebecca said, mastering form, breathing, and core engagement fixes most mistakes.
It's not about perfection. It's about being mindful and always learning as you go.
You got it.
So to recap, we've got 3 awesome Pilates exercises: the dart, the side lying arm opener, and the tabletop arm and leg raise. These work those key muscles to build a strong back, which, let's be real, we need in our tech-driven world.
And we've talked about common mistakes that can hold us back, highlighting the need for true core engagement, mindful breathing, and that precise form.
It's been great breaking this down with you, like a crash course in not just how to do Pilates, but why it matters.
Glad we could dive into it.
Here's a little something to ponder. Rebecca emphasizes those 3 elements we discussed: form, breath, core. What if for a week you focused on one of them during your workouts? What changes would you notice in your body, your mind, even your overall practice? Just something to think about. Until next time, happy moving.
It's like a powerhouse team working behind the scenes to keep everything upright and functioning properly.
Exactly. And just like any great team, each member plays a crucial role. So when we talk about core engagement, we're talking about activating this entire system, not just isolating one group of muscles.
So how do we actually do that? How do we activate this whole core cylinder correctly?
That's where those low-impact controlled movements of Pilates really shine. Instead of just going through the motions, you're focusing on feeling those deep, stabilizing muscles engage with every move.
So it's not just about the exercises themselves, it's about the way we do them, right? It's that mind-body connection that Pilates is known for.
Precisely. Which brings us to the next common mistake: breathing. Oh, breathing. It's easy to forget about breathing when you're so focused on mastering a move. But why is it so important in Pilates specifically?
Well, remember that core cylinder we talked about. Your diaphragm is a key part of that system, and proper breathing enhances core engagement. When you breathe correctly, you're not only supporting your core, but also improving your control and flow throughout the exercises.
So it's not just about breathing to stay alive during these exercises. It's actually a key component of the technique itself.
Yes. And it goes even deeper than that. The way we breathe can actually impact our posture and spinal alignment.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
When we're stressed or sitting for long periods, we tend to take shallow breaths from our chest. This can actually tighten the muscles around our chest and shoulders, contributing to that hunched over posture.
Makes sense. So how do we break that cycle? How should we be breathing during these Pilates exercises?
Rebecca emphasizes lateral breathing, also known as rib cage breathing. This means that as you inhale, you want to feel your rib cage expanding sideways, like you're filling a balloon around your waist. And then as you exhale, you want to engage your abdominal muscles, drawing your navel in towards your spine.
So it's all about that controlled expansion and contraction, almost like we're massaging our internal organs with each breath.
I love that visual. It's about finding that balance between effort and ease, strength and flexibility.
This is blowing my mind. I never realized how much I was neglecting my breath. All right, what's the final mistake we need to avoid?
This one is all about form and stability, and it really ties everything together. We've talked about core engagement and breath, but without proper form and stability, you're not going to reap the full benefits of these exercises.
Okay, break it down for me. What do we need to know about form and stability in Pilates? Why are they so important?
A lot of Pilates exercises revolve around the concept of a neutral pelvis. Essentially, it's about finding that sweet spot where your spine is in its natural alignment.
Neutral pelvis. Got it. But how do you actually find that neutral alignment? And once you find it, how do you maintain it while contorting your body into these various positions?
Okay, so imagine, right, your pelvis is like a bowl full of water.
Okay.
Neutral means keeping that bowl level, not spilling forward, not tipping back.
So it's all about protecting your spine as you move?
Exactly. And that, my friend, is where stability comes in. It's about engaging the right muscles so you can hold that neutral pelvis. No extra unnecessary movement.
So how does that actually work in practice? What about with the tabletop leg raise?
Let's break it down. You're on all fours, lifting one leg straight back, right?
Right.
The key is your torso doesn't move, almost like it's frozen in place.
Frozen torso, got it.
Only your hip is doing the work of lifting that leg.
It's all about that precision, that control.
You got it. It's moving with intention and awareness, not just like flinging limbs around,
So it's not just going through the motions, it's really thinking about every movement.
And this is important for so many exercises. That's what's so cool about Pilates.
I'm realizing it's almost like a moving meditation.
There you go.
You have to be so present, focus on every little detail.
That's when those aha moments happen.
Yeah.
You start to understand, like, oh, my body really is this one connected system.
It's like we've unlocked something, but the real magic is in actually using it.
I love that. And going back to what Rebecca said, mastering those three elements, form, breathing, core engagement, that fixes most mistakes.
It's not about being perfect right away. It's just about that constant awareness.
100%.
Yeah.
You said it perfectly.
So let's recap. 3 amazing Pilates exercises. The dart, the sideline arm opener, and the tabletop arm and leg raise. All about giving that strong back, which we need now more than ever.
And we dug into those common mistakes that can trip us up, emphasizing real core engagement, breathing with intention, and that precise form.
It's been awesome breaking this all down with you, not just how to do these exercises, but really why they matter.
My pleasure. So glad we could dive in.
Now, here's something to think about. Rebecca's big on those 3 elements, right? Form, breathing, core. What if you spent the next week focusing on just one during your workouts? How would that change things? Your body, your mind, your whole practice. It's something to play with. Until next time, everyone, happy moving.